The following program may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
2, 1.
Oh! Holy!
You don't hit girls that hard!
God!
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes...
All You Can Eat with the Kentucky Buffet is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of All You Can Eat with the Kentucky Buffet. I am your host, Alex Castle. My partner, Matt Cage.
Orden! Orden! Ah! Orden! I want your I want your Orden! Orden! Ah! Ah!
Hey.
Orden! Sorry, you look like a Darkwing Duck.
Let's get dangerous.
Darkwing Duck.
That happened.
When there's trouble, you call DW. Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. Yeah, I went to this house show in 2003, and Randy Orton was like at the peak of his shape, and he came in the ring. He had this like coffee stirring straw like in his mouth. So I was in the front row, and there's this like kind of hot broad sitting next to me, and Orton walks by and she just like she got damp. She got human in her kitty cat. Like and the security had to cart her away. Like it was epic.
She got all sex nuts and
strong.
yeah.
Anyway, All You Can Eat this week has been brought to you by Def Nouveau comic thing. I don't know why. Like, why don't we have any real sponsors this week? Oh, there's this with these tits there. Unfortunately, she's in cartoon form. I know one of our viewers will appreciate this. But yeah. I'm going to say this right now before you move on to your sponsor. Do you have a sponsor?
Yeah.
You have a sponsor?
Two of them.
Oh, good. You know, it's a good thing you have two and I have one. Why?
What you did, you little jerk.
You and your ass. Last week we had a legitimate sponsor. Headlock Gear. That was a pitiful snap. There we go. I urge all of you watching to give us free shit. So we can sponsor you and get your shit over. Hashtag getting over. Your shit for free to the KYB. Getting your shit over.
That's over.
Over.
Yeah.
Like
See,
team over kill.
So I'm hoping that like we haven't mentioned this to them yet, but I'm hoping maybe we can get like some kind of maybe special edition headlock shirt
For
like,
KYB?
like a KYB one.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it would be, but like
you are a creative man. Headlock Gear.
some kind of Kentucky Buffet limited edition shirt.
I mean, maybe I could put you in a headlock, and that could be on the front of the shirt.
Why would you put me in a headlock? I should put you in a headlock.
That's racist.
No.
That's why you can't put me in a headlock.
No, I put you in the headlock.
No. Move on to your...
And then you shoot me off and I give you the tackle.
What is it going to be? Some sort of, like, flashy, 3D...
Well, I would give you the tackle. I'm bigger than you.
Yeah, well, my is bigger than yours, so now what?
I'm not going to sell a tackle from you. But we're going to sell these shirts for Headlock Gear. Our other sponsors this week. Right there. You see that? Dolls Inc., right? Dolls? Is that how I say it? Dolls? They sent us...
Free shit. Now everyone's going to want to wear this.
Yeah, everybody's going to want...
Now, granted, we don't currently have them on.
Right.
But I mean, I could pop this shirt off right now and put it on. I'm not going to.
I'll pop this shirt on right next week. I'll be wearing that.
Yeah. We'll just leave these here on the set. Yeah? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. And also, this week, All You Can Eat is sponsored by Ernest Scared Stupid.
He's dead.
Well, this is on DVD. I asked for a Blu-ray, but we don't have a Blu-ray player here. So it's on DVD. But this is my favorite Ernest movie.
He's dead. He was the voice of Slinky Dog.
God, it's just sad.
He was Slinky
He
Dog.
never got like.
And then he died.
Imagine the hilarity that could have ensued from like Ernest, now. I don't know what kind of like wacky scenario.
Ernest gets throat cancer because that's what he died of. Ernest goes to the morgue.
Do you see that one?
Ernest goes to hell.
Wow.
All dogs go to heaven? I don't know.
I don't really care for all dogs go to heaven.
You couldn't pay me to give a about that.
We'll probably get letters. Somebody loves that movie and is gonna
Look, I love dogs, but that movie.
We couldn't pay you to look at a carrot.
No, you couldn't. Why is there a train out there? Is it freight train? Coming here to, come over here to take on this newcomer named Freight Train.
The Miz.
Look here, the Miz. I'm going to
Remember when we did the episode where we were like storm chasing? And the train and the tornado sirens and
we had Derek Moss and his afro on the show.
Yeah, we sure did.
Whatever happened to Derek Moss? He's dead like Ernest.
I don't know.
Anyway, moving on.
We have some questions this week from Lucha Boy YT. Forgive me, but I don't follow IWAU that closely, being from Omaha. I was wondering why you two are being pitted against each other on their shows lately if your partner's in the KYB. Well, look, this guy's a f***ing asshole, okay? And from time to time, you have to make sure that your pimp hand is strong. This isn't me. I'm not left-handed, but my pimp hand is strong. So I have I have to keep him in line.
What it is jealousy. Because he knows that not only is he jealous of the fact that my is bigger than his little, but I possess more talent in my pinky fingernail than he possesses in his pinky finger.
He's talking about the size of his that ain't seen since so long he throws stones at it.
Since saw me.
Yeah. No, I wasn't going to say that.
Well, what you need to do is get the bunions shaved down, but there ain't nothing you can do about it tonight, so you need to lighten up, motherfucker.
Other question from DV greater than me. I feel like I know who this is from. Why does Matt Cage have 3 best of DVDs when Davey Vega doesn't even have 1? Matt Cage doesn't deserve those.
Well, look, because I have 3 DVDs means that I know how to market myself. Now, Davey Vega has those t-shirts. He was wearing one. Davey Vega has Twitter. Davey Vega follows him on Twitter. Davey Vega doesn't follow me on Twitter. And because of that, Davey Vega can kiss my ass. You hear that, Davey Vega? As a matter of fact, Davey Vega, how about this? Me and you have been in the ring together. I hold a pinfall victory over you. You and your nappy beard. Now what? You Orlando Bloom looking some
He'll throw some at you.
Well, that's fine. That would just make him a... You're getting the dew on my face. Is that supposed to represent ejaculate?
Remember that? Davey Vega and Luna just go to town. Just duck.
Look, Davey Vega doesn't want none of this. You couldn't handle this, Davey Vega. Nope. Yeah. So, suck it, Davey Vega.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hello, I'm Scott Parker, and this is Scott Parker Goes to the Movies. This week, in the spirit of Halloween, the Kentucky Buffet asked me to review The Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas, I give it no stern looks. I am impaired right now.
Now would be a good time to Words with Friends. See, I'm changing it up. Words with Friends comes first because I'm playing it right now with the camera guy who's whooping my ass.
You are terrible at that game.
You know what? You. I am whooping some ass, just not yours.
Did I tell you that my new Twitter app that I got on my new phone that I got yesterday has like it's got a small...
Twitter app, Twitter, Facebook, FormSpring. I already did Words with Friends.
But
As he's talking about his Twitter app, can we just get a picture of Layla's ass over his face? Let's get that. Talk about your app. Whatever.
But no, it has like a spell check on the thing.
I have spell check on my phone.
No, but for Twitter, the Uber Social thing.
I don't use Uber Social.
What do you use?
I use Plume.
They should give us money because we're sponsoring their shit. We're not sponsoring, but we're talking about it.
Plume.
But before, it didn't do that, and now it gives me the little red line if I f up spelling something. So I'll never have to. I'm trying to think of a good word that there was one the other day that I f***ed up. And
Anti-disestablishmentarianism?
No, it wasn't that. It was a word I would actually use.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Okay. I can't think of a...
Well, let's...
Like if it was like, I'm frightened, scared. Because when you f*** up, I don't want to f*** up spelling the word, so I'll just use a different word if I'm not sure. But now I don't have to do that, because it'll tell me. And I can't be bothered to Google the word all the time. Anyway, in the spirit of Halloween...
In the spirit of fright?
Fright, yes. What are your thoughts on Halloween, Matt Cage?
Well, it is a time for me to dress up. It's a time to me to show extreme disrespect to the dead. Go trample throughout, a number of graveyards and, Ernest's graveyard, for example.
That shit is cold.
Speaking of, trampling over the dead, I'm going to actually show respect to one dead, as in the spirit of Halloween, Macho Man Randy Savage will come back to life through me.
You know what I hate in Halloween is those wax lips, or like the gummy lips or whatever that you get. Like,
I feel as though this is going to turn into some sort of racial comment about my lips.
No, I just, your lips made me think of it.
Well, that's quality.
Like, what a gift, or like a thing for Halloween. Like, you're like, give me this handful of, the fun-sized Starbursts and Skittles and M&Ms and little candy bars, and then you get these wax lips. Or those, like, when you get popcorn, people give you or an apple. I don't know, I haven't been trick-or-treating in a long time, but like, I remember this one place I went and it had like a glove, like a plastic glove, and it had candy corns, down here like for fingernails, and it was filled with popcorn. And it's like, I'm sure people spend a lot of time on that, and they thought that was really cool and creative, and that's fine, but I don't want to eat your 3-day-old popcorn, because I'm not going home and just eating the popcorn first. That is the last thing that I want to eat. I'm going to eat all this candy, and then, well, not now, because I can't have all that, but eat all this candy, and then I'll come back and eat the popcorn. By the time I'm going to eat the popcorn, I don't want the popcorn anymore because it's stale. The are you thinking? Don't give me an apple. I know it ain't got a razor blade in it like all the Smarties. Smarties have a razor blade in it. Every year, the rumor. Oh yeah, a light bulb broke in the Smarties factory. All the Smarties got broken glass. All the Smarties went through an IWA Mid-South show. So they've all got light bulb things on them.
Anthrax-covered Jolly Ranchers and covered nerds.
Covered nerd. You know what I always wondered? Like, those How It's Made shows? Like, I love How It's Made and like Unwrapped and all those on Food Network, which I love. But I've never seen how they make nerds.
I don't want to know the secret to that because I have a feeling that I won't enjoy them anymore.
No, I don't care like what's in them or anything. I just want to see like if they just take like the whatever the gimmick that it's made of and just onto the conveyor belt.
What it is it's like, one big nerd.
And they just break off. No, that doesn't.
They just like.
No, that can't be right.
No.
No, because they're all like colored on the outside, and if it was one big colored nerd and you broke it, not like you, but if you broke that off, it would be like white on one side. Again, not like you. So I think like I think it's just like a bunch of the syrup or whatever it is, and you just drip it down, and then whatever shapes. But I don't know because there might be like a mold for nerds, like there is like for chicken nuggets. That's why there's only like 3 different shapes for chicken nuggets. It's mold. Not mold on them, but there's a mold that they're made. Sometimes there's mold on them.
It is now time for the best segment of the week. That's not actually true. It's probably my least favorite segment. It is Matt Cage's Match of the Week.
Remember this segment.
How it
the way it looks right now.
Which is funny because the match of the week, strangely enough, is Arn Anderson versus Ric Flair from Fall Brawl 1995. Is bomb.
I support.
Now you will agree with me.
With Arn Anderson.
Yes,
does he throw a DDT?
He does. That's the finish. Spoilers. You will agree with me. Arn Anderson. Every time you watch an Arn Anderson match, you learn something. So, for any of you people that are students of the game, which means that there's probably not going to be that many, but for any of you who are watching this who are students of the game, go watch that match. Okay, good. Go watch Arn Anderson. Just watch Arn Anderson. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Wearing a suit.
Search Arn Anderson.
Chest hair.
Watch Arn Anderson.
Looking kind of paunchy and not really.
Are you talking about Triple H or Arn Anderson now?
Triple H.
Okay.
What do you think I've been doing with the student of the game?
I know, but you said chest hair, kind of paunchy.
Don't you ever talk about Arn Anderson?
Arn Anderson was a man.
Right?
Man.
I would buy a best of Arn Anderson throwing DDTs DVD.
I would buy Arn Anderson.
I got this Arn Anderson shoot interview.
Yeah?
From High Spots. They didn't give me any money for that, and they didn't give me that for free, but maybe...
Looking at you, Jake Manning.
Enough of these. Yeah, Jake Manning.
Well, that has been another episode of All You Can Eat, and I hope you enjoyed. As always, this has been your host, Alex Castle, his partner, Matt Cage, and you can go my mother.
Your mother looks just like you.
I have had a lot to drink.
He has.
Bracket made me a bunch of... You don't know Bracket. He's never been on All You Can Eat, I don't think. He has been on All You Can Eat?
No.
I don't remember this.
No.
Okay.
Get out of the picture.
I want everyone to have a safe Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
This is going to air way after Halloween. Do not drink like me. I have not had a lot to drink. I'm sorry. I have had a lot to drink. I f***ed up. It has been a long time since I've had a lot to drink, is what I'm trying to say. Alex Castle is my tag partner, but he would be super me because he is straight edge. And I have had so much to drink. Because Bracket.
Danny Cannon!
Full of semen!
Danny Cannon! Don't question my logic or my heart.
Christian Rose.
I heard you've been looking for me, Buzz. Come here, you motherfucker! Hold the f*** on, are we filming this? Yeah! This is rum and coke.
Danny Cannon, come here.
What happened?
Come here. This is my mother right here.
My motherfucker!
I am so white I can't say that. Sit down.
We've been through walls with this motherfucker!
Sit down. I can't. I'm so dizzy.
Did he say he's been to war?
This is one of my best friends in the whole world. And he is coming back to IWA Unlimited.
I'm gonna kill you.
He is.
Christian Rose.
This is
Kill me.
no publicity for them. You get out of here now. His ass is up in the air. This is some of the most belligerent shit known to mankind.
Don't use it.
Bracket. Come
This
here.
is the man.
This is Bracket.
Oh shit.
I can break dance. Oh my god.
Don't do it. No.
I will. Are you leaving?
No. You gonna play Tippy Cup?
Are you guys playing again? Are you still filming? You don't have to film no more.
We're done.
I'm so embarrassed.
One night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight, for my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash,
he did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
Matt Cage Christian Rose here on All You Can Eat at Danny Cannon's Halloween party.
Indeed we is.
I want to take the time to point out how awesome our camera guy is. He puts up with some stupid bullshit.
That he is. It's happening right now.
Danny, ow! Stop
Kibashi chops.
Michael is our camera guy. He puts up with some stupid bullshit.
In fact, you should follow him at MD24.
Long 24.
Make that happen. MD Long 24.
This is my glove. I was Godzilla. Oh my God! He puts up with some stupid bullshit. I just want to show some.
Kill him.
I just want to show some appreciation for him. Who spilled alcohol
Everything.
on me?